Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Cooking for the Family. I'm Dyvonne and today I'm going to share with you how I make I call this my Stovetop Breakfast Casserole. These are the ingredients that I'm going to be using. I'll also share with you a list of ingredients in the description box below, and I'll also have a link to my vlogs on 2 of my breakfast casseroles that I do in the oven. Now first what I'm going to do is I'm going to be scrambling, or rather I'm going to be beating my eggs, and this recipe just kind of came out of me wanting to have like a casserole for breakfast for the family, but really not wanting to turn on the oven basically. And so I wanted to do something really quick but still kind of have that taste and like texture of a casserole. So I have 8 large eggs that I put in my bowl, and then to that I'm adding in some granulated garlic powder, and that was 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. I also put in some black pepper, and that was 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper, and then I'm going to add in some regular table salt, and this is also 1/4 of a teaspoon of table salt. So we're going to be seasoning our eggs, and we're also going to be seasoning our hash browns when we put them into our pan. And so to season my eggs, that was 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of regular table salt. I go ahead and I like to whisk and whip them really well till they're nice and frothy and that the seasonings have started to just kind of dissolve into the eggs and you have no streaks of the egg whites. Now for my pan, I'm going to put in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. If you don't have olive oil on hand, you can use regular vegetable oil, but I'm using olive oil, and so this is about a tablespoon up to 2 tablespoons. And then I also put in a little bit of butter, and that's 1 tablespoon of butter. So I'm using olive oil and I'm also using a little bit of butter. I like the butter, it helps to give the dish a little bit extra flavor. Now once the butter has melted, I have here 1/2 cup of diced white onion. Now I'm using white onion. If you have yellow onion or brown onion on hand, go ahead and use that, because you don't necessarily have to go out and buy just the white onion to make this recipe. And this is 1/2 cup of the white onion. I'm going to saute it and just let it go ahead and cook until it becomes soft and translucent. Now once my onion has softened up and it's become translucent, it's going to look like this. And when you're sauteing your onion, you want to make sure that they become nice and soft, but you don't want to make them brown. You don't want to brown or caramelize your onion, but you do want them soft. And if they get just a tiny bit brown, that's fine, but you don't want to really start to caramelize them at all. And so next I add in my hash browns. This is a 20-ounce pack of hash browns that I'm using, and these hash browns come already thawed, so these are not frozen hash browns, and I get them in the refrigerated section. And I usually find them by like the cheese or either sometimes by the crescent rolls, and that refrigerated section is where I usually find the thawed bag of hash browns. And so once I have my hash browns in, I go ahead and I mix the hash browns in with the sauteed onions, and then I also season the hash browns. So I put some salt on there and I also put some pepper. Now once this cooks just for about maybe 5 to say 8 minutes, once it's cooked a little bit, you want to go ahead and we're going to taste our hash browns. So be sure you want to taste them to see if you want to adjust and add any additional seasoning. But what I like to do is once I add that seasoning in of the salt and the pepper, I go ahead and I mixed really good. Now if your hash browns seem like they're a little dry, because we do want still some oil and a little bit of oil in there, you can always add a little bit more of oil. If you're using olive oil or either vegetable oil, you can add a little bit more right to your pan on top of the hash browns and just mix those in. Now if you're using frozen hash browns to make this recipe, you want to thaw them first in the microwave for about 30 seconds to make sure that you defrost them before starting with putting them on the stove top. Now once I've let my hash browns cook for about maybe 5 minutes up to about 8 minutes, my beaten egg that we have, that was 8 large eggs, I go ahead and I pour that on top of my hash browns. I gently poke around the edges and in the center of the pan, so that way the eggs can start to get down in there and into the pan and start to cook. And you'll see it'll start to cook around the sides. So I let it cook for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then I put the top on. I turn my flame down to a low, and we're going to let this cook for about 5 to 6 minutes or so, and then I check on it, and you see how our egg has really cooked a lot around the sides. I go ahead and gently move my hash browns around so the egg can continue to cook and firm up just a little bit more. And at this point, our eggs are around 90 to 95% done. I add in my grated cheese on top. I'm using a combination of medium cheddar cheese and Colby Jack cheese, but you can use any variety of cheese that you like. You can also use a nice Mexican cheese blend. And that was a half a cup of cheese. And then I put on some green onion that I've diced. That was 1 tablespoon of green onion. I'm going to put my lid back on my pan and we're going to let this cook for about 1 to 2 more minutes, just until the cheese melts and that last bit of egg finishes cooking. So our cheese is melted, our egg is nice and done, our stovetop breakfast casserole is looking good. I'm going to serve us up some. I have some toast to go with our breakfast, some sour cream. I put a little bit more green onion on top and also some nice fresh avocado. I'm going to get your bite ready. I'm going to give you all the first bite. And this makes great breakfast burritos. You can put bacon with it, sausage. Well, go ahead and take your bite. Now I'm going to take my bite and see how we did. Stovetop breakfast casserole. This is an easy recipe that you could go ahead and tweak to your liking. In the beginning, when I'm sauteing my onion, you can add in some bell pepper, some mushrooms, some fresh spinach, anything that you like. Well, that is it for me today, y'all. If you enjoyed spending time with me in my kitchen, don't forget to click that notification bell, the subscribe, and show this video some love and give it a thumbs up. And click share and share this video with a friend or a family. And remember, it's always good when Dyvonne is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.